you to say why you wanted to rear me as a black person and not a biracial person.
The world sees my family as black. The world sees all interracial people as black. In order for you to survive with credibility and expertise, you need to understand that the world sees you as black, so you must get used to that definition because it's going to be carried with you wherever you go. When people see other people, the first thing they see is color.
Hey y'all, welcome to One Drop Elopes with Moses and Bonita Offset. I'm Bonita Offset, the creator of One Drop Elopes and a highly compassionate activist whose life's journey since about 8 years old has been a strong desire to replace a racist system with a system of justice. One Drop Elopes is a weekly broadcast on IntellectualRadio.com that streams live every Sunday at 12 noon Central. For unaware listeners, One Drop Elopes is a constructive response to white supremacy, which is racism. The response includes 4 major categories. 1, relating with and better to each other. 2, positive family dynamics. 3, producing versus consuming. We need to support black businesses. And 4, reading together Neely Fuller Jr.'s Anti-Racist Code. These basic categories will be offered each month, respectively, through a wide array of perspectives, discussions, and presentations that showcase Black folk who are actively doing their part to pursue justice. Today, we got one of those people, y'all. His name is Rookie Shy, or Willie White, however he wants to be known. I'll let him introduce himself in a minute. But One Drop Elopes will therefore continuously be a collective archive of constructive ways for Black folk to elope the white supremacist racist system. The chief sponsor of One Drop Elopes is Bonita's Homemade Things, where you can get all kinds of tasty treats or even crocheted items like this for my cover for my laptop. All right, y'all.
You made a whole entire, plate or something.
I did. It took me, how long did it take me to read that? Most about a minute, or was it longer?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
3 years.
Well, how do you like my intro? Do you think I did a better job with that, or should I stick with it?
Your intro?
Mm-hmm.
Like the thing that you just did?
Yes.
I think it's good.
You think?
I think you should stick with it.
I should stick with that. Okay.
But it's just so long. You should make it some cuts. Cut it.
Cut it. Cut it. You got to cut it.
Your hair way too high. You need to cut it. Cut it.
Okay, Moses is on 15 billion. I don't know what's got him so supercharged. He had a mental health day this week, y'all.
Coffee and mental health day.
Maybe that has something to do with it. But you know what? The boy, I allowed him to have some coffee yesterday. So be careful what you do with your 10-year-olds. But one of the awesome things that Moses has planned for us today is he has developed the question, which I think is an awesome question. Go ahead, Sir Moses.
The question is Facebook, YouTube, or all of those social media stuff, Instagram, help or hindrance? I think Instagram's hindrance.
So are you what's your question, Moses? You're asking?
I think YouTube is a help, and all this other stuff like Facebook, Instagram is a
well, without all the M's, what's your question? Just ask the question, son.
It's Facebook or you.
It's
social media hindrance or help.
Okay, I think that's an awesome question because we have a person on live with us today who I call a media warrior. He has been doing a lot of these media things since way before I even knew they existed. And so he's one of my friends, but he's also somebody that has inspired me and I've learned quite a bit from. And he has shared with us. So I want him to introduce himself, but I think also that is a great question for him to answer, as well as us and other people that might want to comment on Facebook or any of these social media sites. Go ahead, my brother.
Hey, you guys. Thanks for having me. My name is Rookie, and or Rookie Shy, and that's where I'm on everything. CHI, Rookie Shy. And I do camera work. I'm a photographer, video guy, writer, editor. And recently jumped on the airfield, gotten and loading planes. So, I mean, that's me in a nutshell. And I'm going to dive into that question, right? Am I going to dive into that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a double-edged sword. I mean, because social media is a great platform. I mean, it's what everybody's using. Everybody's using social media. I see
Even
kids,
the internet.
Well, it is the internet. That's the tool.
Internet.
The internet.
All powerful God to human race. The internet.
But the thing is that I mean, I even see kids younger than you have like Instagram pages, which is crazy. Like you see like a 70-year-old with an Instagram page.
I don't
Like what are you guys into right now?
I don't like Instagram because like sometimes when you like someone sends you a pic, it mostly deletes.
Oh no, that's Snapchat.
Okay, then
Snapchat is deleted right afterwards. Yeah.
I still don't like Instagram anyway, or Facebook.
Why don't you like Instagram?
Just don't like it.
Okay.
I like YouTube better than all.
Okay, well you gotta come up with like how you don't like it. You gotta give us why. Cool. You think about that. I'm gonna answer your question. I'm gonna finish answering your question. Think about that. Okay, spit it out then.
Okay. I don't like Snapchat because it deletes the picture instantly. I mean, once you get it.
Instagram.
And then I don't like Instagram because it's like just pictures. I mean, not just. I don't know. I don't like Instagram.
More than pictures.
I just don't like Instagram. Okay, and I don't like mostly Facebook because Facebook is it's mostly not much stuff that you would find on YouTube that I would usually like, and mostly I don't know. Do you get paid on Facebook?
You get paid on any interface. You just got to find out how. You know what I'm saying? If you got enough followers, you can get paid on any of them. But
I still don't like Facebook because it's like mostly not much stuff that you see on YouTube that I would like on YouTube.
Okay. Well, you want me to answer the question or do I sit back and be quiet? Let me know.
And mostly I like YouTube because it's like all that stuff. It's like mixed up to stuff. Like you can find anything on there. You can find mom on there. You can find maybe you on there. You can find someone eating Justin Bieber's toast that he just took a bite of and swig out and just selling it for $1 million. Or buying it for $1 million.
So, Moses, I want you to think about whether or not these social media sites are a hindrance or a help to the Black community while we listen to...
Hindrance.
Okay. So we're going to listen to what Rookie Shy has to say to answer that question.
Okay.
All right. It's a double-edged sword.
You said that.
Let me answer it, man. I'm going to answer it. Trust me. I'm going to bring it home. It's a double-edged sword, though, because basically everybody's doing it. Everybody is on social media. They're using it. So, I mean, it's a great tool, but also it can be a hindrance if you're trying to balance something like a personal life or a relationship or a job. So, I mean, the thing is, you got to know what your product is, put that thing out and try to keep your other portions of your life off of that. You know, that's the thing, finding the balance, because you can get paid off of social media.
Isn't YouTube like a job?
It can be.
Like,
it's not if you ain't getting paid, though.
You are getting paid on YouTube. It's just like if you have million subscribers.
Only if you got that many. If you don't have that many, like me, I ain't getting paid. I put it up just to put my work out. I want people to see my videos I do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. If I get enough viewers, though, bam, here come the paychecks. It's like a job.
Yeah, the paychecks. Yep. Everybody mostly loves YouTube because of the paychecks.
Not just YouTube, man. It's all of them. If you get enough followers, you get people send you free stuff.
Followers are not on YouTube. You mean subscribe?
Are you gonna listen to me and like?
I am listening.
Well, apply it to all of the other things. Apply it to all of them. All right. So whether you're talking about Instagram, whether you're talking about Snapchat, all of them other ones you don't like, you still get paid off of them. Or you still get free stuff, long as they see people are watching you. They see people are watching you. Somebody like doing something like her, she could send these to people who got, a whole bunch of followers, and then they'll see her wearing it, or they'll see them wearing it. Bam. She's going to be selling more product then. See what I'm saying? You got to find out how to make social media work for you, but you got to keep your personal life off of it. Try to.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, Rookie. So you said it's a double-edged sword, which means that you feel it hurts the Black community, and you also feel like it helps. Yeah. So I heard you say
Is
why
that what a double-edged sword means?
Yeah, it's good and bad. It's both, right? It's like you end up stabbing yourself and stabbing other people. Yeah. So you could help other people or you could help yourself. So we've heard you say how it helps. Now, how do you think it hurts us?
Well, I mean, again, the personal aspect of it, like, you don't like to air out your own dirty laundry in front of company. You know what I'm saying? So when you got everybody looking at what you're doing, it's not as advantageous to be so open about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because then they feel as though they can read you. They feel as though they know you, and that's
Kind of like the revolution will not be televised.
yeah. And it's just like you want to keep part of your life separate from everything else. You just always want to do that. You want to have some part of your life where you can like call it your place, your office space, your cubicle, or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have that and you give all of that away, all of that intellectual space, you got nowhere to go. You like one of these celebrities that can't do nothing without a camera being there. I wouldn't want to be one of the Kardashians. They get a lot of money, but I mean, they got cameras in every freaking room.
Like every room?
They got cameras everywhere, man.
Like even in their bathroom.
Dude, when they do a reality show, don't you see cameras everywhere? Don't you see them in the bathroom?
We don't watch that kind of stuff.
I'm glad.
So I don't think
so
Moses is
don't
privy
know
to what you're talking
shows,
about.
Man.
Actually,
thank you for raising him right. Thank you.
But why would people put cameras in their bathroom?
Because it's a reality show. They want to give you all access to this family. Like right now, you heard the Ball family.
That's what a reality show is.
Lonzo Ball.
Make sure you talk closer.
Oh, sorry. So Lonzo Ball, the guy that's like on the Lakers, he got his whole family on a reality show right now. Whole family. They like the new Kardashians.
Has anybody been on a reality show without knowing they're on a reality show?
No. Because you have to sign off on it. You can't just film somebody and put them on national TV and not pay them or not let them know.
Well, some kid of the family signed it and paid them, and then put the cameras over there, and then they're like, "What's going on?"
Well, number one, if you're a kid, you ain't signing that without your mother.
I know,
or dad.
but I'm just
They're
giving
just not gonna do it.
Question.
They bring cameras in there half the size of this table. that costs like a quarter of your house that you're in right now, and no, they're not gonna do
like
all
half
that.
The size of his hand.
It's big, man.
Like
they're big.
Like,
they're big. I'll show you. When we go to commercial break, I will show you how big because I got pictures on my phone of me holding one of those cameras.
Cool.
See, Rookie Shy, one of the first episodes, he on Can TV, he became a Can TV producer.
Rookie Shy?
Yeah, this is Rookie Shy.
I thought this was Michael, the pancake guy.
And so then
I know him as pancake guy because he likes pancakes and making them.
Making pancakes.
So Rookie created this show called Rookie TV about 10 years ago. And it's anybody can go on Can TV and become a producer and then create a show. But not everybody can be selected to have their show become a series. That is a much more difficult endeavor. And he did an excellent job at that. I used to make sure I would actually tape your show so that I could watch them throughout the week.
Do you have like a series for your shows sometimes?
I did 2 series.
I'm talking to Mom.
No,
my bad.
I don't have a series.
What about the Moses thingy?
Yeah, the show that you did for me, Moses. I hope to maybe one day turn it into a series.
I was like,
but see, let's talk to Rookie. Maybe he can give us some tips on how to turn your show into a series. Let's listen to what he has to say. We got to learn from him.
I can't turn it into a series. Only you can. But I mean, the thing is that she's trying to let you know is that anybody can do it. But it takes a lot of work. You just put the work in, you can do it. Like,
so what is the work?
The work is it has to get filmed, right? That's one of the biggest things. It has to get filmed. Then it has to get edited.
Can it be put on YouTube?
Dude, if it's filmed, you can put it on YouTube.
Okay.
Go straight from camera to that thing, man. Yeah, brother. We here, brother. We here. Okay. No, but the other thing is before even that, you got to write it, right? You got to have that concept before you even bring that camera because it's a big waste of money to turn the camera on. It's like, okay, what do we do now? So you got to get them concepts. You get those concepts, then you get the camera, you film it, then you get the editor, then you put it on YouTube. Bam, done. No, you're not done yet because after that, you got to promote. You know what promoting is? You got to let everybody know, hey, that video is out.
Now we have to promote them?
Got to promote it, man. Who else is going to do it?
So we're going to put people to higher management?
Nah, man, you are the management.
What?
Unless you can afford them, you gotta pay
You
them.
said promote them, so I'm
That's
not.
a lot of
that you
cookies you
mean
giving them
what, they
people,
go
man.
up higher.
Nah, man.
Like when I mean higher in business and job.
Well, look, the thing is, you make those people important, okay? Because you have the product. So
Oh.
if your product is not that, successful, then you're not gonna be able to hire anybody.
Nobody?
See what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So when on the lower level, you do it yourself. Like me, what she's talking about, them shows that I did them by myself.
What if the product is like pictures of paintings, like paintings?
Pictures of paintings, I see it all the time. I see it all the time. Artists like putting their paintings up and selling them. See it all the time. And they use Instagram too, because they show people them painting it. And then they say, hey, I'm putting this up right now. Whoever wants to buy it, bam, hit it up. And then they hit them up and they sell it. That's a good thing. That's how it's good.
I want to sell all of my stuff that I have, except for my Xbox, because Xbox is great and better.
Yeah, man. Well, you can sell anything. That's how the internet is.
So someone can sell their finger?
Yes, you can sell your finger. I don't know who's going to buy that. I
Their foot?
I don't know who's going to buy that, but yeah.
My goodness, Moses.
Here we go.
we need a break because Moses is just clowning this morning.
I'm sorry.
Doing a little too much. And so after this break, we're going to listen to one of Rookie's songs that he's done, because not only has he created a TV show, he also is an artist and has made several albums. And we're going to listen to one of his more funny ones about Christmas and children doing what they do. We're going to listen to that after the Moses break.
Oh. Wait, it says like 6.
Yeah, it's been 19 minutes. You didn't set your timer right.
Okay, let me. Thank you for listening to Thank you for listening to One Drop Elopes on IntellectualRadio.com, hosted by me and my mom. One Drop Elopes is on air every Sunday at 12 noon Central. One Drop Elopes is a constructive response to white supremacy, which is racism. We want to see everyone free. Everyone free. One Drop Elopes' chief sponsor is Benita's Homemade Things, where you get scrumptious cakes, delicious cookies, and colorful hats, scarves, and gloves. Call in 708-223-8953, 708-223-8953 to share your thoughts and opinions. Now back to our show. Or break.
Oh, it went on sleep mode. It's all good. I tell you, this is basically from our EP we put out. We put out a Christmas EP. So 2 rappers did a Christmas EP. That's crazy. I don't believe you playing this.
I'm ready. I'm gonna play it.
Press play though. Maybe it'll start from
all I can think of is what I can't stand about this fucking holiday.
You know, all the commercials,
Yep.
and they already on your butt. The kids see it, they're like, Daddy, I want this. Mommy, I want
And
that.
the guilt trip starts.
I want Santa to bring me Xbox.
I want Santa to bring me a PlayStation.
I want an iPad. I want some Jordans. Really?
Yo, my kid gave me a list with 1,000 things. I bought half even to tickle me MO that sings. Now the kid's asking for Jordans and an iPad, and had the nerve to say, that's all, Dad? When I was a young boy, I had tons of fun. He-Man, G.I. Joe with a toy gun. Nowadays kids self-entitled, they diddy bopping. I hope Santa leaves a piece of coal in your stocking. They say be merry, but Christmas changes my mood. I'm broke, my family come over to eat all my food. Yeah, keep thankful, but don't get me wrong. Commercialism got me singing the same old song. Long lines at Walmart, catch a guy in attitude, bumping into other people. Most of them rude. Black Friday, it's the same as my payday. 2 women fighting over flat screens in the legiway. Mad kids screaming, blocking up the toy lane. Adults fist fighting over Xbox games. I even saw one bum steal a bottle of wine. And 2 women in front of me, they cutting in line. Don't get me wrong, I like the holidays just like you. But them old school, I'm not gonna be able to do. Bad parking, huge crowds, and lots of sadness. This is Key's definition of consumer madness.
Hey, yo, broken
Broken toys everywhere. Spoiled kids don't give a care. Raving the bass head in the kitchen in his underwear. He says Linda got his Swiss Army book bag, but he came home empty-handed. Linda call him a lying fag. Dottie doing Pilates, thinking she better than everybody. Always felt out of place. I wish I had a chauffeur to drive me. Cousin Derek said he can't make his car no, but weakness and depression. I guess he out of hope. You're probably wondering what the hell the reason be, but a fight broke out in front of me, as you can see, or maybe not, but they'll tell you what's the fuss. It's cause Uncle E finally got knocked for selling the dust, and why we can't sit in the front room with our shoes like fingers super clean to keep you out of church views. My cousin Kiki got a little bit of lip, so when she stresses you out and you got a little bitty nip, go to Uncle Malcolm, he got that moonshine. It's more clean and tap while the plus with you on your behind. It's the holidays, and hell no, I'm not a fan, cause the tree, the presents, whatever, I don't give a damn. Not like I don't spread love or buy humbug. I ain't had a job all year, but gotta buy gifts and drugs. Even Ralphie had what he wanted in the Christmas story. I'm cool in the game with the fifth in the game, and that's a different story.
Hello. We're back, and thanks for listening to the Christmas song by Rookie Shy and his partner.
Ho ho ho!
Who's your partner,
Merry
Rookie?
Christmas.
Key of NC, we call it the old days. So yeah, we did that like last year. Put that out last year. Little fun project for the for people who like hip hop and Christmas at the same time.
Yeah, you're kind of like a modern day Will Smith.
Oh, stop. Will Smith is modern day. He ain't dead yet.
Who's Will Smith?
Will Smith made the Parents Just Don't Understand song, and it's kind of like a lot of funny hip hop. But he wasn't the first person to ever make hip hop fun, though. Who do you think is the first person to make hip hop fun?
Michael Jackson?
Hip hop.
Yeah, rap, man.
Hip hop is a first person.
This might be a good
His name
opportunity
is
for you to be quiet and learn.
No, I can't be quiet.
Wow, what's
you
wrong?
can't silence the dragon.
What is your thing? You're on low power mode.
Oh man. Okay. Well, you know what?
Who was the first the person who, like, I know Slick Rick, he kind of did some funny stuff.
Yeah.
Was there anybody before him doing
everybody that first started out hip hop was kind of like real light. It was light humor.
So the hard stuff didn't really come around. Public Enemy.
That didn't come around till a little bit later.
NWA.
Started being a little rough around the
like
edges.
Rapper's Delight was kind of fun.
Yeah, that was fun and light and stuff. Because they were trying to get in the pop culture. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the first ones that blew up. So
you have all kinds of different music. You have fun and light, but then you also have serious, and then you also have like that song about the fines here in Chicago. I thought about playing that song too.
Well, it's grown man rap. And we said we were gonna do that. We say everybody likes to say that when you turn 30 or you turn 35, you need to just hang up your mic and all that BS. We're like, no. Rockers get to rock until they die, so do rappers. So we're gonna talk about stuff that affects us as grown men, you know, and we said we will always stay uniquely tied to that, you know, like we're not gonna talk about young stuff, turning up and whatnot. We turn up in our own way when the kid's gone.
I think you have every right to continue on, to press on, to like Moses. I fully expect you to still be trying to play video games at 65.
What?
Like right now. What are you doing right now, Moses?
I'm looking up the pictures.
He's probably playing a video game.
That's the only time he got quiet. The co-host is actually quiet. Wow.
He had a good question though today. That is very important.
Yes, he did.
Is the whole premise of the show is constructive responses. Like how can we be better? How do we deal with it? Like if you look at racism as a prison system and we're prisoners of war, then we just can't be sitting up in this prison shucking and jiving all the time. We can't be sitting here
shucking and jiving.
Yeah, Moses, shucking and jiving is a phrase that was...
So you shuck and drive.
Not drive, jive.
Oh.
You standing there dancing, acting the fool for the people, helping, causing the people to be all smiley and happy and ignoring the fact that you're in this prison system, ignoring the fact that life isn't good, life is hard, life is, it's not all blissful, and ignoring the fact that people are being mean to you and disrespecting you and mistreating you based on color.
Right.
It's It's like you
While
standing
you're
up there,
smiling.
you
So,
smiling and dancing for the people, and just like, oh, I'm so happy that you go ahead whip me again.
right.
And it's a phrase that was I don't know when exactly it started, where it came up with,
Step
maybe.
and fetch it and
Okay.
stuff like that. Yeah. Amos and Andy. I think it came around the same time around that stuff, maybe.
The black faces.
Maybe.
Shucking and jiving. My friend from Fisk, Lorraine, she was watching with us. She used to say that a lot when we were in college. She's like, oh, you just can't be out there shucking and jiving.
Shucking and jiving.
Right. And I don't want you to do that either, Moses. You got to be serious. Like, you know how sometimes we say on the ride over here is entertainment, but it's also to educate and equip our people. So coming up with a constructive response to how we can utilize all the social media to help instead of harm our people.
There's a big step.
So, Rookie, you came up with some good suggestions on using it to advertise, or using it to promote, using it to sell your services,
using
or your
it to
products.
educate. I mean, because selling is education as well to me. Your product can go far to educating its users or your consumers.
I have on my Facebook platform, I've created several albums, and one of the albums that I created is educating children about Black history. And I didn't say educating Black children, I said educating children, because I think all children should know the truth regardless of color.
They better. It's American history. It's a huge part of American history. So
anytime I see a meme or something that represents us, I just plug it into that album. And right now the album has over 100 different just memes or items in it. So it has become almost a school of sorts.
That's good. That's awesome.
What kind of school did you go to?
I started off in lab school.
Chicago Lab?
Yeah.
Wow, so you really smart, huh?
Oh, that was kindergarten though.
Kindergarten.
Ed McMahon is back. Anyway, yeah, I started off at a lab school for kindergarten. They were telling my mom I need to go to junior school. She was like, nah, I ain't going there because he already got social problems. I was too serious, they said back in the day. Get that, I was too serious. But after that, I went to Beasley and went there till 8th grade. After that, went to Morgan Park for 1 year. Grades fell off. My mom was like, nope. Put me in all boys De La Salle. Found out I was a runner then. Did pretty good in track. Got a scholarship. Ended up going to the University of Missouri and finished up there. So a couple of championships later.
I don't know why I thought you went to Columbia or something like that.
Well, Columbia's close. Close. Our sister school is there. So Mizzou is in Columbia. And yeah. So nope. Not Mizzou.
And then you got your degree in media and things like that, right?
Communications technically. Okay. But yeah, with a emphasis on media.
If somebody is interested in doing some of the things that you did, like creating their own albums or starting a series or making documentary films, because that's another thing that I know that a project you're working on. What should they do? Do they have to go to school? What would you suggest?
You don't have to go to school. A lot of people go to school so they can get the credentials or the documentation or the papers that hang up in their office or whatever to make people like a little bit more happy to spend money with you. But you don't have to. I mean, it's all about the knowledge you gain yourself. Every time I wanted to learn something, I went off of necessity. You know, like I taught myself how to do photography after like losing my job, and then I got a whole bunch more extra time. I was like, let me do that. Let me learn how to do that so I don't have to always hire one of these really expensive photographers. And so, you know, you just go off of number one, what do you need? You know, do you need a TV show? Okay, what does that entail? You find out what you need. Then it's like you find out whether you want to ask about it or whether you want to learn yourself so that you don't have to outsource.
So do you utilize your relationships, like the people you know, to help teach you things?
Yeah, that's a great start. So if you got friends, use them. Ask them if they want to be a part. And I don't just use them. Ask them if they want to be a part. Cut them in, especially if it's something that they can gain monetarily, or you can give them $25-$50 for something, you know, or a collab. You know, you guys might be able to exchange resources or something. It's always a way we could do it. You
That
know?
also reminds me of your podcast too that you're doing.
Yeah.
The 5-Man podcast.
5-Man podcast.
Oh, it's so dope. It's like 2 hours of mostly music.
Yeah.
And it's really good. A lot of underground music, things that you normally wouldn't hear on the radio, but it's all just really good because your knowledge of hip hop is not only useful and interesting, but it's also just grand. It's like this huge knowledge. And so it's nice to have you introducing the songs, and then you take time to label each song. So if I'm listening to the podcast in the car, then I don't just have the whole hour says, One Drop Elopes. It's like each segment is labeled because each segment has, a piece of 5-Man podcast. Like it's a different song. And so I think I appreciate you for doing that too. So then I know who I'm listening to.
Yeah, they let you put each song. You can tell the people the titles of the song and stuff. And that's all. I just want to let
They'll
people
put them
know.
in there.
Yeah, no, you put them in there yourself. So because some people put them podcasts up and don't even do that.
Right.
I say, man, they got to know who these people are. They got to know who they are.
Because sometimes you hit sometimes you'll hit that Shazam button and it don't tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it'll be so underground.
Exactly.
Every now and then you'll play something like Schoolboy Q or something like that, but everything's not something that you normally would hear on regular radio.
Seriously, I think that platform has to get more evenly spread out or evenly utilized, because there's too many people that get so much attention, and then you got so many that don't have any attention, which is weird.
Well, see, the other reason why I call you the media warrior is every single time I was doing a radio show on Black Consciousness and you would call in to support the show, your response each and every time was, we need our own media.
Yeah.
And
yes.
And so that's the reason why I also call you that, because it's like you have a warrior mind of thinking. You understand, you're not asleep, you're awake. You understand that we're in this prison system, and you're like, okay, well, how are we going to utilize media to help us either get out or at least respond to, racism in a more constructive manner?
Yeah. And
do you think that we're on the right track, or is there more that we need to do in order to increase our, most people, I think when they hop in the car, they just turn on to FM, whatever. And we definitely not there. We have a long way to go, but do you feel like we're on the right track, or is there more that we need to do in order to get to that point where we're our own media 24 hours a day?
I'm scared, actually, because right now people are waking up. So it's so widespread. Waking up is widespread. They even got a hashtag for it. So I'm thinking, remember how woke we were back in like 1963, 65? And then they started killing off all our leaders and stuff, and everything changed. Like in the 70s, it was all about, it was changing even then. And to the 80s, where it was all about just making money and selling whatever, drug you could to get that. I feel like that could happen again. It can happen again because all this stuff is controlled by the government. So if the government says, yo, it's time to like turn these tables again, they getting a little bit too woke right now, they'll do it. So we just have to like really equip ourselves inside and out for when that happens, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen again. They're not going to want us to get too knowledgeable of anything.
Right. COINTELPRO is pretty strong.
It's damn strong. And we have no idea what this Trump guy is like guising or keeping us from seeing right now, because I think he's a tremendous what do you call that, where you like doing a sleight of eye, what do they call that, making people like look at this when actually something bigger is happening. What is that called? What's up? Illusion.
Illusion.
Kind of like that.
What I wanted to say was like a lazy eye or something, but I don't think that that's where you was going. You were trying to be more.
No, he's just like, it's like, look at the hand. It's like, look at the hand right here, and he's doing something behind.
Oh, like you can't see, like your left
hand
can't talk to your right hand.
They want you to concentrate on Trump while something huge is happening.
Distraction.
Yeah, like the FCC trying to take over the internet. It's huge. I've been telling people about that for years. It was the only thing that they did not have control over for a long time. Like we were able to do what we wanted on the internet. Now that's changing. They're trying to take control of that.
Okay, well, we need to go to a break. Moses, are you ready to do your pause? We're gonna pause break with Moses right quick, and then we're gonna go to another song. It's kind of a nice little ballad. I like it. But so after that, we're gonna talk a little bit more about the FCC taking over media and what we need to do. Moses, break.
Thanks for listening to One Drop Elopes on IntellectualRadio.com, hosted by me and my mom. One Drop Elopes on air every Sunday at 12 noon Central. One Drop Elopes is a constructive response to white supremacy, which is racism. We want to see everyone free. One Drop Elopes chief sponsors Benita's Homemade Things, release scrumptious cakes, storage cookies, and cover out scarves and gloves. Call 708-223-8953, 708-223-8953. Now back to our show.
Pack your bags. Don't take that walk. Before you go, sit down and talk. You had my back. You was always there. I know I messed up, but baby, I do care. I wanna be your equal, not like other people. We can have a Love Jones, and this could be the sequel. We can go hideaway, take a love holiday. They call me the hottie ho man, like Cap Calloway. We can sip Alizé, we can chill on Saturday. I don't wanna lose you, girl. Let's do this right away. Let's go to a cabaret, maybe on a rainy day. Or we can just chill and let the time pass away. Or we can just kiss and play. I don't care what people say. Let the people point and talk, cause they gon' hate anyway. We had our ups and downs, but please stay around. Don't wanna be single, I like the thought of sound.
Maybe I've done wrong, but I'm right here waiting for you. Won't you be here for me? If I were long gone, would you remember that for you? I wrote
So understated how we met. Banging ass body, but commanding respect. When I first met you, had the picture tent. And you're oh so black and so confident. You see me, I see you. We chill by ourselves, we chill with the crew. Stuff's been serious, what should we do? I'm just trying to chill, that's what I told you. So we did that thing while the love's dispersing. Under sheets, baby girl had her cursing. For real, to all my homies, upper friends, y'all know the drill. I told you I'm a rolling stone, I'm trying to play the field. You say I'm perfect and most men ain't on shit. And that my only problem is that I will not commit. See me and I see you. We chill by ourselves, we chill with the crew. Stuff's been serious, what should we do? You tell me that it's over and that we're both through. Damn.
Maybe I've done wrong, but I'm right here waiting for you. Won't you be here for me? If I were long gone, would you remember that for you? I wrote this song, done wrong, but I'm right here for you. Won't you be here for me? If I were long gone, would you remember that for you? I wrote this song, right here for you. Won't you be here for me?
Hey y'all, thanks so much for listening to us. Again, this is One Drop Elopes with Benita Offset and Moses, and we are on IntellectualRadio.com. We're here today with your boy, Rookie Shy.
What's up?
And
What's up?
that was his song, y'all, that we just finished playing. It was one of his from his group The Old Days, and he's got an album called 1979, and they got a song on it even called 1979 because he was born in 1979.
Both of us was born in 1979. Both of us was born in 1979.
Yeah,
Yep.
but it's a lot of really good music. The music is offered online. Where can they get it at, Rookie?
I can get it at olddays.bandcamp.com. That's TheOldays. So Old Days, OLDAYS. And that's our old album. That's the old album. The new album is the one where we're doing a collaboration with French producers, and it's called Crepes and Mild Sauce.
Tell us about that.
Hey, it's different. We had a couple of French producers that loved 1979 so much. They was like, yo, why don't y'all do some like raps over our tracks? And so, you know, Kiev NC got to like chill with doing beats, and he got to just be a rapper for a whole album. And that was a lot of fun for us. So we took a whole year and did tracks.
Did you actually go to France to help promote this, or
Nah, not
work
yet.
with the people?
But it'll happen. No, we just did it via email.
Okay.
Did it via email, but you know, lots of things have changed. I got a different job situation. Might be doing a lot of traveling in the future, so you never know. Never know.
Well, all the best to you, of course. You know, I have a lot of respect for you, and I'm totally inspired.
You as well. Good grief.
I remember one day you said to me, Benita, you should do a podcast. You know, that's it. That's all you ever said. And you have a whole long list of, you should do this, you should do that, and do it like this, and then do it like this. It's like you just trust me. And if you see that I have the capacity, then you just say one little tiny phrase. Benita, you should do a podcast.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't belabor it. You do enough talking. You do enough talking, and you do enough like upliftment of the culture. I'm like, just get in front of a mic. That's all you got to tell you. And you get somebody to do the technical stuff because you need some help. You need some help. You do.
Clearly.
My man back there doing a great job. You know what I'm saying?
Clearly. Thank you so much to our executive producer, Earl.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Earl, man.
Because if you go back and you listen to the last 2 episodes of One Drop Elopes, we started adding music to our program, the last 2 shows, and we let Earl click the button. But this time, Earl was like, "Why don't you click the button, Benita?" You
Right.
see
And
how
he
that
still
works.
ended up having to help a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for being there, man. Thank you for being there.
So we don't have to work that out. Come with a CD or something so that Earl could be still on point. Because he did such an awesome job with that last time. It was like Moses cleared this thing and then boom, we went right into the music and it was so nice. But I'm finally glad that we got it going because I do really like that song. I like the vibe. I'm a beat person. I really like the beat to that. But then I also love the words. You know, you're talking about getting with the female and all of the ins and outs of that. And
I don't know about that song. It doesn't sound that right, but it doesn't sound righteous, bro. But it sounds like right, not that much. And it just doesn't sound righteous.
I'm glad you're saying that because you're like 11. You don't know nothing that we're talking about. That's awesome. Right. You raising that boy right. You're doing it right. Thank you.
Right.
We are trying. He and our father are putting in a lot of work.
Yes,
we are
ma'am.
putting in a lot of work.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
My son is 9, and I see how much of a challenge that is. So you being 11, man, she's doing a great job. And he got an I Can't Breathe sweater on. I love it. Love it.
Yes. I tell him we have to represent. Like, for instance, today I have on, it says, "If only Black lives matter to Black lives."
Yep.
My friend Terrence, he created these shirts. They have I think there's a sign on here that says, somewhere it says Inspired Apparel. There it is. It's called Inspired Lives Apparel.
Dope. So that's the name of the company.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. So the thing is, every Sunday, I want to share with our public ways that we can, be producers instead of consumers. So both the shirts Moses and I are wearing are, items produced and made by Black folks, and to help inspire Black folks. And you'll see us do that every week. And if we're not doing that, then it'll be some solid colors or something. I think one time we have a video where Moses just got some stripes on or something like that.
Yeah, just stripes. It was stripes, colors, stripes.
Solids.
Blacks.
We're not going to be on here promoting somebody who doesn't promote us. Why? Like last week I had on.
Promoting the shirt team.
Right. The people who made this shirt, I know this brother who made this shirt. I support this brother. It's the barber, Terrence. He cut your hair. Like, clearly, the man is out of town. Look at Moses' hair.
Yep.
My hair is fine. What are you talking about? The person who has crooked hair.
Is my son talking about my hair on the show?
Yes.
Okay, anyway, so I won't talk bad about his hair, you all, because I don't want to get talked bad about. But clearly, I'm a different type of mother, as you can see.
You're doing a great job.
Well, thank you.
You're doing a great
job.
Thank you,
Rookie Shy.
Raising woke kids.
Well, last week I had a shirt on where we call it the Get Rooted shirt. It is a tree and red, black, and green. And that brother is Veron. He's also on Facebook too.
Dope, man.
So, all these people are offering ways for you to, we gotta be better. So one of the things last thing we're gonna talk about before we end the show is the FCC thing that you had brought up, and you went online and you found the article.
So basically the FCC they want to get control of everything. So every type of media outlet, they want control of that. That's how they can make sure the monies go to the right people and the right people to them get the right opportunities to talk and all that. But the internet was wide open for all these years. Since it came out, it was wide open. There was no way the FCC could put their claws around it. But now it's almost like it's happening.
So there's an article here on Motherboard.
From Motherboard, yeah.
Motherboardvice.com if anybody wants to check it out. And the title of it is "The FCC Just Killed Net Neutrality. Now what?" For net neutrality advocates, the next phase in this fight has only just begun.
Yeah.
Have you seen, Rookie, have you gotten one of those instant messages where they say Facebook is going to be selling, you're going to have to pay 5 cents a minute or something like, or whatever, something like that. And every time that comes, I said, yeah, right. I don't believe it at all. And the reason I don't believe it is because if Facebook started charging, instantly you would have like 1 billion people move somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And so it would be like the dumbest thing on earth they would ever do, is to start charging all of us. They get all kinds of free advertising. Well, not free, but they get all kinds of advertising money to keep us all there for free.
Yeah.
Once you start charging folks, because I think a huge Facebook clientele is folk who couldn't pay that.
Yeah.
Or folk who wouldn't pay that.
Yeah.
I know if they started charging me, I would shut down my Facebook account so fast.
Yeah. Did you ever heard of liquidation sales though?
Tell me about that.
Liquidation happens when companies they're done. They're done. They're going to close their doors. So they say, look, let's just sell everything. And a liquidation sale, basically all of that goes to your assets that you can put toward another business. It's basically what's going to happen. They're going to say, we're going to close our doors. Facebook's going to close our doors. So, but they're not going to say it like that. They're going to say, hey, 5 cents per click or 5 cents, whatever, right? And then you're going to have that bunch of people that leaves. Then you're going to have that other group that stays, that pays. It's like a liquidation sale. Then Facebook changes its name to Face.book or something. You know what I'm saying?
What happens to the people who stay and pay?
Well, they evolve with it. They evolve with the system. These are the people these are the suckers. I mean, these are the people who are still going to pay. So you take them with you. That's your audience, The
payers, is there any incentive to stay and pay? In my head, I just would get ghosts quick as fast.
Whatever makes them stay. If you stay, I mean, it's going to be a nice amount of people that do stay that still pay them bills. But, they've already preconceived this. They've sat down and said, how many people are going to stay? How do we know they're going to stay? Well, this person, blah, 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 and this and that. They do that.
Okay,
That's what statistics is.
While we are sitting here talking about paying bills and staying and going, we got to go so other people can get in here, so other bills can get paid. Yep. So we need to close out our show. Again, thank you so much for joining us on One Drop Elopes. We are IntellectualRadio.com. We want to thank joining us, Moses, for being on point. Thank you so much, Sir Moses. Thanks. You're welcome. Earl, I appreciate you as well so much for being our executive producer. As you can see, we definitely need Sir Earl to be with us. Thank you so much. And that basically concludes our show. Again, this is Benita Osset, and you have been listening to One Drop Elopes.
This is Benita. I want you to say why you wanted to rear me as a black person and not a biracial person.
The world sees my family as black. The world sees all interracial people as black. In order for you to survive with credibility and expertise, you need to understand that the world sees you as black, so you must get used to that definition because it's going to be carried with you wherever you go. When people see other people, the first thing they see is color.
I want you to say, this is